Hi, it's Sunday the 18th of October 2020 and it's a magical day today because it's a portal day, blue galactic night. It's waxing moon in Scorpio and we are beginning a new 28-day period of red self-existing moon. Okay, so let's just get the calendar, see where we are. And here we are. As you can see, we're on one of the black squares. And so it's the third Mayan sign, blue night, which is a conscious dreamer. And Saturn is the planet, so being aware of our Saturnian patterns, which occur every 7 years. And we're here with so we're on day 8 of the Yellow Warrior Wave spell. So we've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 in the yellow castle. And then we go into the green castle, which is the castle of the heart. So in all patterns personal, we have red, white, blue and yellow. So we have all of these playing out in each wave spell, going through the 20 Mayan signs. As you can see, there's no green ones. And we have no green ones. So we have 4 castles to go through. And then the red, the white, the blue, yellow. Then we go into the green, which is the overtone. So it's the 5th castle, the 5th period, which overlays all of these. And that means we go into a different scroll. In terms of the 13 moons, they stay the same. So the 13 moons are the same number framework as well. So we've got magnetic, lunar, electric, 1, 2 and 3. Magnetic begins on the 26th of July every year in Leo. Sun dynamic. And then we went into lunar in Virgo. And then we went into electric in Virgo and Libra. And now we go into self-existing in Libra and Scorpio. So Scorpio being very dynamic around death and rebirth process. And we've got Mercury going retrograde in Scorpio at the moment. So going over old ground around our intimacy wounding. Today, in terms of the cards of initiating this 28-day period, it's intense, of course, as this year is, because it's taking us into a new space of becoming self-existing, becoming free of codependency. That's the key of the old power imbalances. So here we have got the goddess card of Hathor, which is joy. Okay, so I honour my body with the gifts of Hathor, music, song, dance, touch. In joyous celebration, I exalt in life and honour your bequest. Again, Google all of these for more information and your own personal cookie trail. In terms of the main oracle card, we have shadow, the light and the dark, and how we transform and hold more light as we heal the shadow. And so this is the book that goes with that, which is the Mayan Oracle. Again, this is a very different language to the regular tarot. So I'm just going to open this for shadow. I read this to you. Okay, qualities: reaction, unfinished business, unexpressed aspects, hidden potential, journey to wholeness. Profound insights and empowerment await your journey into the smoky mirror of Shadow's wisdom. Shadow is simply the unseen faces of the light, your unfinished business, your fears and doubts, the parts of yourself that you normally avoid or hide. Shadow, the unexpressed, holds the most powerful potentials and important tools for transformation. Shadow gifts you with a vision of how your illusions, your beliefs, judgments, images, and limitations are the only things that stand between you and the light. Your shadow will offer you signs for growth in everyday life. When you have a charged reaction to any person, situation, or issue, this is a clear signal that a shadow aspect is asking to be transformed. So in emotional, psychological terms, that would be an emotional trigger, as in you feel something, it's charged, there's some energy there, it's an old spell, literally, it's an old program, it's an old movie that's still running that you're revisiting. Be direct about sharing what you normally withhold. Fully experience and express your emotions. Honour your relationships by your willingness to address shadows with others. Your reward will be deeper intimacy, love, and self-acceptance. Working with shadow is an important part of the journey of self into wholeness. When you personally heal and integrate your own shadow aspects, you also help to heal the larger pattern. And that's the key to this time, is each one of us doing this work, and each one of us having the courage to do that with ourselves and with our loved ones, because that's the key to deeper relationship. And so this is a card that I often get. So in regular tarot, I mean, this is Thoth tarot, so it's extremely powerful, deep, lots of levels to it. I don't know if you can see there, I'm just going to bring it up as close as I can. And you can see the Libra scales there at the top. So again, the number 10 card means it's manifest, it's what's manifest. And today we're in the integration day of Blue Night. So going back to I think it's the 29th, just let me check. Whenever we get to day 8 of a 13-day process, we're revisiting the previous 13 days and that process, and that was the conscious dreamer process. So when we travel back, what was happening on the 28th of September, which is my grandmother's birthday. So what were you doing back then? Where were you? What were you experiencing? So we're just about a week into the autumn equinox. And so what have you been integrating today around being a conscious dreamer? What have you done differently? And for me today, I've been doing a lot of things recently, a huge amount of stuff, physically, mentally, spiritually. And so today I've been resting and doing a little bit of learning that I haven't done for ages. I'm doing a refresher course for myself on cognitive behaviour therapy. So that's been fascinating. So again, it's recognising that a lot of people don't have this awareness. You'll often have a dialogue with somebody who may blame you for doing something so that they have an emotional reaction to it. But once we become very emotionally intelligent and aware, we realise we can't make anybody else feel anything. We don't do that. Each one of us learns how to feel something throughout our lives. And through work and practice and healing, we can then really focus on how we have emotional reactions. So what causes emotional reactions, what emotions we feel comfortable with, what emotional reactions we tend to have around certain people, and the deeper reasons for it. So cognitive behaviour therapy is really a solution-focused therapy and gets us to examine how we create thoughts and how we have meaning with these thoughts that we have created for ourselves, that quite often we've learned through family dynamics, through family patterns. We've taken on other people's way of doing that. And then we can then come to a point of enlightenment, personal enlightenment, so we realise how we do that to ourselves, that nobody else is actually doing that to us, and then that we can make different choices around thought patterns that we might have. For example, how we believe certain things to be true. Is that supportive? Is it helpful? Is it useful? All sorts of curious questions around how we've learned how to do that. And especially for empaths, how we often pick up on other people's emotions and other people's feelings, and learning to differentiate between what is ours and what is somebody else's. So again, this is about personal growth and maturity on an individual level. So I'm just going to read you inside degrees, which is Scorpio at 21 degrees, a pair of glasses with no lenses in them. Brutally direct vision and will focus straight down the middle. An outrageously maverick sensibility, convinced that seeing it all just like it is the only way to go. Defiant of roles, masks, and secondary references, hugely unimpressed by any form of privilege or specialness, desperate to break through all barriers, to go for the jugular vein, neither temperate nor balanced in any sense, in the path of bluntly insisting upon your right of way, you encounter huge shadows, and you are sorely tempted to assume that they come from the others. But eventually, the hard way, the truth makes itself known, that ornery self-righteousness casts its own formidable shadows, and each and every one of these lays a claim upon you you cannot refuse. Only when the rage has turned to love do the karmic shadows disperse, and bare existence then become a true place to be. So that's fab, isn't it? I hadn't read that one before, I don't think, ever. So I love how this happens and how the perfect time and script comes up at the perfect time, because this is a grand design. So in terms of the Ten of Swords, again, check out, and I'll put a link underneath, EliTarotStrikingly.com. So a lot of people see the Ten of Swords ruin as the death card rather than the death card, so it can foretell a death in the family. For me, it's about ruinous thoughts. Okay, so I've got Mars in Libra, my grandmother, Sun in Libra, my grandfather, Moon in Libra, my great-grandma was a Libra as well. And so it's looking at what thoughts do I have, what ancestral beliefs, what is in my awareness and my template, my energetic template, if you like, around these ruinous thoughts. What am I experiencing in the world that's also key to that right now? And there are a lot of those situations. This is the Sun in Gemini. Okay, so my mum and dad, Gemini. I have a lot of Gemini energy. We have North Node in Gemini at the moment. So again, it really is around thoughts, beliefs, and so looking at what has created what in my life that doesn't feel good. So what thoughts have created it, what emotions have created it, what has created ruin in my life, in my ancestors' life, and then how to release that. So this is about cruelty and malice, oppressive feeling, very much around feeling pushed down, bullied, a common experience I feel at the moment in the world of coercive bullying that we're experiencing. And again, going into the lizard survival mind. So this is very, very old energy. And so again, just really focusing on that, on what has happened in my life up until now. And as a conscious dreamer, what do I need to integrate today? What do I need to work with? What do I need to, for me, using emotional freedom technique, what do I need to tap on? And how self-existing am I? I'm going to be shown that this month, as are we all. We're going to be revealed to us just exactly where we are in this self-existing moon, in this Scorpio time, as in Mercury retrograde, which if we go back to 2018 spiral, which was I believe it was the 26th of October, because that's my partner's father's birthday. If we go back to that time, what were we experiencing then? We're coming up to 11/11 soon. And let me just check. I think I actually flew out around that date. And of course, British summertime ends on that date as well. So yeah, we're really going to be going into a different dynamic, which I find challenging every year, very much. Around that change in the hour. So I'm just checking the date. So 2018. Okay, so it would have been blue electric nights. So 28, 27. So the 26th of October, 2018, what were you doing then? Because that is the key to look at. Where were you? What was happening for you? Because we're revisiting that time now around intimacy issues. So I hope you have an amazing 28 days of self-existing, being the conscious dreamer. And if you'd like to know any more about your code, please do get in touch with me. Lots of love. Bye for now.